Well, hello, my friends. Right now is a phenomenal time to work on your business with everybody at home and having time where you can't go out and do sessions. But what should you be focusing on to get the best possible results when all the stay at home stuff is over, okay? So that's what we're going to dive into in today's question of the week, which comes from our free personal brand photography group. If you're not part of the group yet, I highly recommend you join. Let me find here we go. You can join right here. Let me move over so you can see the P. If somebody could type that out so that people can just click it and go straight to it, that would be awesome. But every week, basically, I'm taking one question out of the group and answering it on noon Central Times on Mondays, right here where you are right now on our page. And so I would love to have you there. So join that if you aren't there yet. And then before I answer today's question, here's what I want to know from you. What are you currently doing to grow your business right now as you're not able to get out there and shoot? So let me know. I'll let you figure out how to do that. You're smart. Just tap it out. Let me know. And I would love to hear what you're currently focusing on. And then I'm going to dive into giving you my exact roadmap that I recommend you follow during this time to make the most of this huge amount of time that you've got to grow your business. Now, I'm hoping this isn't going to last more than a few weeks, but it's possible that it may actually last a month or two. And I definitely want to help set you up so that when this is all over, you're going to be ready to run, right? This is like the training period. And even though things are really difficult now, I honestly, truly believe that there will never be a better time for personal brand photographers than after this is over, because there are already so many people starting new online businesses or finally getting serious about working on theirs because they've got the time to do it, and they're going to need us. They need us now, in fact. People are still booking clients right now. I just got another testimonial from Lacey DeVilliers via video. I'm going to share that tomorrow, but they need us. It's going to be better. So we want to use this time and not waste it. We don't want to squander this time that we are given, because most people say, man, I could use a whole month or two just to work on my business. And now you've got that. Whether you like it or not, you've got it, right? So here's what Gabrielle said she's been doing. Gabrielle said she's finished her website. She's trying to figure out the next steps. Awesome. You're in the perfect place, and thank you for sharing. Super fun. All right. So normally I actually grab a specific question from the group and post it on the screen and tell you. I'm doing this one kind of as a mix of a few different questions that I've seen in our group, because I see all sorts of questions about how to handle this time, what to do, how you can bring in extra income. And I just want to answer them all. And I can't necessarily do all of them right now. So what I'm doing instead is I'm doing this. Basically, I wanted to give you this roadmap because I think it's going to answer a lot of the questions we saw coming into the group. So the first thing I want you to know, because this is going to apply directly to step number 1, is that people are still actually booking photographers now, even in the midst of all this time at home. Now, they're not doing the sessions now, and please do not do sessions right now. Don't go to parks with people. Just stay home. Stay home. It's for the best of everyone. I don't care where in the world you are right now. So I'm not telling you to go out and actually do the sessions yet, but you can do the planning for the sessions now. You can even give them a really great offer. You can give them a discount right now because you don't have money coming in. And so this is a way to help keep you afloat, but it also is a win for them because they get something that you would normally, charge a lot more for a lower price. So they get a win because they can get set up and prepped and then do it as soon as they need it after this is over. So Jennifer, I'm not sure where you're at. Jennifer says where, not where I'm from. Okay, so Jennifer struggled to have clients book. Okay, so first and foremost, I am seeing this with people who are using the 1K weekend challenge, and it's all over the place. I actually have video recordings from people who have booked clients in the last 12 days. 12 days, actually even less than that, because it started, about 12 days, give or take a few. that I have in the group. I've got them on this page. I'm going to be sharing more of them tomorrow with you in my new Bright Side show, where I'm featuring what is working right now during this pandemic mess to actually help you get clients. Most people just believe it's not possible. And so they say not to try. They don't even bother trying. They just don't even think anyone would book them. Now, you're not going to shoot it now, but you can absolutely book the session now. You can do all your meetings via Zoom, like a lot of people are doing, or any of the other online platforms. You can do it over the phone if you really want to, so that you're ready to go as soon as the shelter in place has been lifted and you can go out and about again. Okay, so I'm not going to share those videos with you now because I did one in last week's question of the week. I've got them in the group. I'm going to be posting more tomorrow, but they're absolutely able to do this. Lacey booked 2 clients and made $1,000 over the weekend. I think our biggest one was Julie Butler, and she booked 7 clients at $500 a piece. Not this past weekend we just had, not this like 2-3 days ago, but the weekend before when everything was closing and it was just craziness. So absolutely can be done. There's other people as well, but those are the first 2 that come to mind. So this is what I would say to you first and foremost. This is probably the most valuable thing you can do first, is I would encourage you to try the 1K weekend challenge right now. Because what I'm seeing is most people are signing up for it, but not even bothering to do it because they don't believe it will work. But of the people who are doing it, half of them have been booking clients. So not everybody, but half. And how would things change for you, Jennifer, for others, if you could book even 1 or 2 more clients right now? Like, how much better would you feel knowing you have a little extra cash in the bank during this crazy time, right? For most of us, that would be a massive relief. And most people aren't doing this. They're like, literally, I can track all the signups for this 1K weekend thing because I have a guide that they download. And then a few days later, they're supposed to track their results. We go through the whole process. It's automated. So you can do it today. You can do it 3 days from now, whenever. I recommend doing it first, or like right away, just to see. It'll walk you through the entire process. There's a video in our personal brand photography group that talks about how to customize it in light of COVID-19, and so that it makes sense to do it, because obviously you're not going to go shooting it right now. But here's the thing. 97% of the people who are signing up to learn how to do it are not doing it. I had 368 people sign up to do it, and only 12 actually did it. But of those 12, half of them booked paying clients. So if you're going to make it through this, you need to be taking action, and you can't let those fears hold you back from actively trying to grow your business. Because I guarantee those 3% who did this are going to make it through this no matter what, because they have what it takes. They aren't afraid to try and put themselves out there. So that's my first thing, is take action. I recommend the 1K weekend. And not only that, but keep taking action every single day. So maybe you're not putting something like a 1K weekend script out there, but every day, because obviously you don't want to have a new sale every day. That doesn't make sense. But you should be doing at least one thing to grow your business every single day. And I highly recommend using our free personal brand photography group to help keep you accountable and get ideas for what you can be doing during this time. But here's the next roadmap, right? So the 1K weekend challenge is my first. I should put a link up for that. That's my first recommendation. If you have not done this, definitely take some time. It's a 1-hour training to learn how it works. And you want to make sure that you're using the wording there, and then watching the video in the free group for how you need to customize it for the pandemic right now, considering everyone's sheltering in place, or hopefully sheltering in place. Okay, so do that first, because you might book clients from it. Sure, you might not, but you might. And how much better would you feel about this, knowing that people are still booking clients? People are still spending money. They truly, absolutely are. So don't convince yourself that they're not. And I'll share more stories of that tomorrow in our Bright Side show. All right, so next up, let me close that. My husband just walked in. I'm doing a live video right now, hon. All right, so number 2, once you've done that, right, or as that's running, and there's several different things you can do throughout that. So you'll get an email every day with different things that you can be doing as you are doing the 1K weekend to make it as likely as possible that you'll be on the half that do book clients, okay? So the second thing that you should be doing is really thinking about the marketplace and how things have changed right now, and reevaluating the kind of person that really needs personal brand photography right now. For one, there are a ton of people who are finally working on their online businesses and who are getting serious about it, who are going to need us as soon as they can get photos, because they finally are taking the time to do this, but they don't know how to, they don't have the media they need to grow their social media accounts. They don't have the images they need for their sales pages, for their membership sites, for all the stuff. They're going to need us in a big way. In fact, that's why the 1K Weekend Challenge is at the top of my list, is because I really believe that that's a great place to start. Okay. So, there's going to be people who are starting or seriously getting into their online business. Teachers, I don't know if you guys have realized this, but like almost every teacher, at least in the United States, is being moved onto online teaching platforms. And they're going to see that whether they like it or not, it's not as hard as they thought. Many of them are going to see that it's easier than they thought it could be. They're going to know how to use it and to teach using these platforms. And some of them, you have to know, some of them are going to start businesses because they see it's not as scary as they realized. There are tons of teachers, especially college educators. My friend Lindsay Padilla is in this field. She's a former PhD who started teaching courses online. And many of those people are already ready to start making extra money from home, teaching online. And now that they're being forced to learn how to do it, it's going to encourage more of them to actually start online classes. And so we're going to see a huge uptick in online classes. People who teach any hobbies, so like how to play guitar, how to do art, how to make money with any of your hobbies, all of these sorts of things where people are spending their time right now doing crafts and whatever. The people who teach all of these hobbies and have memberships around them, they are thriving. And I know this as a fact because I have some friends whose businesses have blown up in a good way from all of this, because people are bored. They need something to do. They know this is not going to last forever. You know, there are many, maybe photographers are struggling, maybe some of us others are struggling, but like there are people out there with money who are getting paid to work from home right now, who aren't seeing a dip in their income, who have all this extra time on their hands because they're not commuting, they're not, spending all the other time doing other stuff, and they want to learn. I've been playing guitar every single day, right? Using my friend's membership. I hadn't been doing that before. So there's lots of opportunities that are exploding who are going to need us in a massive way. So think about who you can serve and who's really thriving right now. And I would love to hear if you would share with me right now, who are you seeing really just going all in, and like who do you see being able to serve when this is done? Okay, so this is going to take a little bit of creativity. This is going to take some observation, but look at what's working. E-commerce, people who sell puzzles or games or activities for kids, or mommy bloggers who are helping people how to learn how to homeschool, those people, their traffic is exploding. Their sales are exploding because people need them. So this is what we need to do. We need to say, where is the need going to be, both now, but also especially after this is over, so that we can be prepared to fill that need. This is what I walk through in the first module of my story sessions system. I'm actually going to walk you through the framework of this. We're doing this as an alumni right now. Anybody who's ever enrolled in the system, we're doing this together week by week in our alumni group so that we can be refreshing everything as we go. I'm doing a weekly Q&A. So if you're an alumni watching this and you didn't catch the memo, you're definitely going to want to check that out, because we're doing that as a group, doing a live Q&A on Thursdays in that group. But that first step is going to be really figuring out where are the needs shifting and what does this make possible for us. Step number two, so number one was the 1K weekend, and I already encouraged them to do that, even alumni. Number two is focusing on who needs us and how their needs have changed. And then step number three is updating all of your marketing stuff and your messaging to speak to these specific people. The more specific we can get, the more effective we're going to be when we are reaching out to them. So we need to understand who these new people are, or what new opportunities are there, what new needs are out there that we can fill, and speak to that. Get as specific as possible. The more specific it is, the more relevant it's going to be to them, the more likely they're going to be to buy. And I talk more about refining your message in the 1K weekend if you want to check that out. But also, if you aren't part of the story session system, that we go in depth into it there. So, and in the second module, we go through how to put that all together on a landing page. But you'll also want to consider really anything you're doing in social media or anywhere. You're going to want to update that messaging and how you explain the value of personal brand photography. There's a video here on the page all about how to do that really effectively and quickly and succinctly. So if you struggle with that, definitely check out the videos here on the Jamie M. Swanson page in the question of the week. If you scroll through that section, you'll see one that talks about how to explain what the value of personal brand photography. All right, so once you've updated your marketing copy to speak to these needs, you're going to want to reevaluate your pricing. So right now, because there is going to be some economic hardship for some people, for others they're thriving, but the markets are shifting. There's a lot of people who are photographers are hit hard. But we all know we've all had events canceling, from weddings to business events to sessions canceling. We can't do any of it right now, right? Some people are rebooking or postponing. Some people are just canceling and you're out the money. And so I think that our markets are going to be shifting a lot. So you may want to reevaluate your pricing to fit what the new marketplace is going to be. And I do think that we're going to see more and more people going from like entering in at the middle market price point and then becoming a recurring client on the back end of that. And so that's what I would really focus on. And that's part of why I recommend doing the 1K weekend challenge first, is because it's going to help you get these one-time clients at the middle market prices in the door. And then, by the way, anybody who does the 1K weekend challenge gets access to a bonus video, and it literally walks you through step by step what you need to do to transform those middle market clients into full paying recurring clients, like everything you say and do to make that as likely as possible without it being swarmy or gross or icky. So definitely do the 1K weekend challenge and unlock that video. You get it free if you do the challenge, but you've got to take action, because I'm not here just to fill your head with information. Information will not save your business. Action saves your business. That's why we're talking about actions you can take. So you're definitely going to want to do the 1K weekend and look at that. You're going to want to reevaluate your pricing and really think about what your market can handle right now and what you need to be offering. I do have a pricing masterclass. It's a 90-minute masterclass. It's totally free. You can find that here, pricingmasterclass.com. But I would focus on doing the 1K weekend challenge first before you worry about the pricing masterclass, because we do talk about pricing for the 1K weekend challenge and what it should be for that. So definitely the pricing masterclass, you should absolutely do it, but do it later. Do it after you've done the 1K weekend challenge, after you've reevaluated the needs that you're going to have and updated your messaging. Then come to the pricing masterclass, okay? So once you've got your pricing refined, next you're going to look at your workflow and identify any steps that might have been tripping you up in the past. Like, where does your communication fall apart? Where could you make things easier for your clients? How could you deliver your images faster? How could you serve your people even better than you already are? So maybe you're going to go through and make template emails where you're going to set it up so that when you get an inquiry from them, you have like templates ready to go that you can use to copy and paste and customize a little bit for their situation to send back to them faster. Maybe you're going to set up something like, what's it called? Oh my goodness, I'm blanking on it. It's like a HoneyBook, but that's not the one that Dubsado. Dubsado is one that I highly recommend. You could take some time to set up Dubsado so that you can streamline that entire process, and so that you don't have to be the one, like a lot of that communication is automated so that you don't have to be doing it manually and can serve your people better. The better we serve our people, the more streamlined we can make it, the more we can make it as easy and painless and possible for them to work with us and get them their stuff fast, the better word of mouth referrals we're going to get. And our businesses thrive on word of mouth referrals, okay? Once you've got all of that streamlined and set up and ready to go, I would next focus on featuring your past clients and sharing their stories, okay? So I would ask your clients to send in videos to do this, because videos are super powerful and they're really easy to do. I actually am using this super awesome app, and it's called Video Ask. It's not free, but it's not very expensive. And it's this cute little icon. You see like the little face icon right there. I think I might actually be able to like plug in and actually show you this on my phone. Let me see if this works. I don't know where my cord is. That's the problem. I'm just going to show you right here because if I was thinking, oh, there it is. Hold on. If I can get my phone on this would be really cool for you to see because it's really a neat little, all right, let's see if it'll pop up for me or not. It might not because I'm live, but we'll try. All right. Oh, it will. Sweet. All right. Sorry if I froze for a second. All right. So here we go. I'm going to put my screen up here. Oh, look at that. Can you guys still hear me? Can you put a comment if you can still hear me? Let me see if I can do both. I don't know if I can do both. Can you guys hear me when I go to the screen and I'm talking? I want to show you this, but I don't want to do it if I can't do both of them at the same time. And I don't know if I can. Okay, you can. Great. Thank you, Becca. I appreciate that. All right, so when you go here, you go into Video Ask, and I have several different questions that I've set up. And you literally, I'll let you preview one. So if you go into Preview, what it does is you can watch a video of me saying, hey, because this one, for example, is to let me know who is getting success stories for the 1K weekend. So just listen for a second. Oh, it's not playing the sound. But basically, it's me saying, would you answer these questions in a testimonial? Then they click record answer. And then they record their answer like this. And then they can either retake it or use the video. I'm just going to click use video and ready to send. I'm going to say yes. And then they just put their name. And then I'm just going to do whatever just for the sake of this. And then I have a second thing that says, that's awesome. Can you just basically tell me I booked however many clients and made however much money in the 1K weekend challenge? Just a one sentence, because I want that as a testimonial. So they record their answer like this. Okay. Such a bad angle. And then I click ready to send. And then it's a little thank you. Just a little thank you from me. And then if they want to say anything else, they can send it via video, audio, text, whatever. Say they pick text, I can say send blah, 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 click done and send. And then it's over. And then what happens is I go in here and I can actually see, if we go into this one, like I can watch the responses. I can download them to my phone. So I can see exactly what's going on. And then at the end, I can click reply. And I can send them a video or an email in response thanking them. It's so easy. It's so awesome. And then you can see all the people who are, like, you can see my tests. You can see the ones, these are actually people who booked clients here that have sent me stuff, or they've been, whatever. So it's just a really cool app that would be a really great way to get actual testimonials from your clients. It's called Video Ask. And it's by Typeform, and I think it's like $15 a month or something really inexpensive. So that's a really great way to do it. But you want to be featuring your past clients and their stories because it builds desire for your photography. And a lot of times this gets put on the back burner because we don't have the time to do this. And this is a phenomenal time, and people love getting exposure. They love being featured. In fact, if you do the 1K weekend and you want to be featured in our community, all you need to do is one of those little video asks for me, and it's super informal, doesn't have to be super fancy at all. In fact, just grab your phone and take a picture or video wherever you are in the moment is perfect. And it's so inspiring to people to actually hear those stories real quick. I would love for you to inspire other photographers to see how this works, that you still can book clients during this time. My thing is just getting people to believe that you actually can book clients right now. Like, people are still booking clients, because if you don't believe that and you give up, your business is not going to make it. Like, don't let that excuse become your truth. Don't let that story become what happens to your business, because it's not true for everybody. It is not true. If that was the case everywhere, then people wouldn't be booking clients at all anywhere. So yeah, use those testimonials because it's going to help you build desire for what you're doing. And so, yeah. And Karen said, I know it's great, but so many people are on zero income for right now. So you don't have to use a service like that. You can just ask them to send you a quick little video via text. They can just open up their phone and they can click record. You can just send them an email or a text message and say, hey, would you answer these? I'd love to feature you. Can I do that? If so, here's what I want to, here's what I want to have you say. Just do it in a quick video and then just text it back to me. Super simple. That costs $0. I just use this app because it's really easy for people to use and it was really inexpensive. But you could totally do it for free. You don't have to use a fancy service by any means. So don't let that hold you back. So as you guys are doing this, as I want you to notice something, these things come up in your mind. There's the yeah buts. Watch out for the yeah buts because the yeah buts are going to keep you from taking action. And they're going to be the things that help. Well, if you listen to them, you're going to go out of business. We've got to be able to switch the yeah buts into how can I do it despite this thing? Okay, so you have no money. How can I still run my business despite the fact that my money is, how can I get testimonials for free if I can't spend anything right now? We just need to find new solutions and get creative. Those people, the people who don't listen to the nobody's booking, I won't even try. If you listen to that narrative and you let that become your story, you're not going to make it. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying it to be honest. You got the people who are going to make it through this are the ones who aren't going to give up despite the hardships that we're facing. And because they're moving forward despite the hardships and they're taking action and they're not giving up, yeah, maybe results are lower right now, but they are going to get better when this is all said and done. This will not last forever. Yes, it's going to change things forever and things will not look the same, but it will not last forever. And we are going to be set up better than ever once this is done because there's going to be more people online than ever before running businesses, ever teaching courses, whatever it is. They have all this time right now. Trust me on this. And I know that it's going to be good for us. But if you let those excuses and let that fear and anxiety become the voice that you listen to that dictates how you respond, you will not make it. And I don't want that for you. You can do this. That's why you've got to keep taking action every single day. That's why I've got this plan for you, so you know that what you're doing is actually going to be helping. The reason these stories and these features are so important are because they build desire for the photography we offer. And the people getting featured will share with other people that they are being featured. They're going to be excited about it, and they're going to give you word of mouth to their networks. This is a win-win. This is a big thing I teach in the story session system. There's a whole module on how to do this effectively. So you definitely want to be spending time doing this. And then the final thing you need to be doing, if you've done all of those things, is that you need to be building relationship with these people that you want to work with. It's a great time. You have all sorts of time in the world. Get into the communities where they are. Engage with them on Instagram. Engage with them on Facebook. Show up to their live videos and comment on them. Build relationships virtually right now, since we can't do it in person. Show up for them. Serve them. Get to know them. And that's what the whole sixth module of the story session system is about. How to identify the people, how to get on their radar. Once you are on their radar, what do you need to do to go from somebody they know to them becoming a client without it being super pushy and awkward? It's literally relationship building. And then it's how do you take that relationship and that client and leverage it to get more clients out of their own network, right? How do you get that word of mouth referral? That's what that whole module is. It's the most effective way to get clients, hands down, forever, no matter how Facebook changes or Instagram changes or any of the stuff changes. When you build that network and you get happy clients that are happy to refer you, it just expands. It takes time, but we all have time right now. We all have time right now. That never happens. There has never been a better time to connect with the people you want to connect with. So that's where I would spend the rest of your time, is building relationships and connecting once all those other things are done. So I know that there are a ton of there's just, I mean, there's just a lot. There's heaviness, there's anxiety, there's fear. Money is tight. You've lost money you were counting on, and it was tight before this even happened. I've already seen some people throwing in the towel, but you cannot live in that place of darkness. You need to be able to rise above. And for me, what's helped me, because it's absolutely affected me as well, like, it's a hard time financially for me because all, photographers don't have money. They don't buy story session system and jump into that. And that's where a good chunk of our money is coming from. I've got a membership as well, but people can't afford to pay for it if they don't have clients coming in and their money is getting canceled. So it's hitting me just as hard. I get it. I'm not here like sitting raking in all the cash saying, woo, woo, right? But what I am doing is I'm saying, okay, despite all of this, how can I help you survive through this? How can I help even one more person get through this difficult time and save their business and actually look back at this time as one of the greatest gifts their business has ever received, right? And so that's what I want for you. And that's why I'm choosing to focus on the positives and really look at the bright side of what's going on in our industry. So tomorrow, which is Tuesday, I think we're doing it at noon Central Time on Tuesdays, I'm launching my first Bright Side show. And it's going to be in our free Facebook group, not here on the page, but here, Personal Brand Photography Community. So pbpcommunity.com, it'll take you right to it. If somebody would type that out again for me, that'd be great. Maybe Becca or someone else. So you can just click it and go right over to it. But join that because I would love to show you what's working. It's all about you. I'm featuring the people in our personal brand photography movement who are taking action, who are staying positive, who are actually getting results, and who aren't letting this hard time keep them from growing their businesses. Okay, so look at Becca here. This is a great example. Becca, let me turn that other link off. She said, I had better luck with email and direct messages. Also, I did it as how I can help people get back on track as soon as things get back to normal and give a great discount, right? So she's looking at the new need and the new messaging. Like, yeah, it's a perfect example of how you should be looking at this. Like, the needs have changed, the messaging changes. But I thought I saw you. Oh, here's the one I meant to add. She said, I did better than my original 1K weekend because I had been working on people and getting to know them. So people are absolutely still booking clients. It does work. So start there. 1kweekend.com. I have a link for that somewhere. So go do this if you haven't. Don't just sign up for it and watch the video. I mean, do that. But actually do it and track your results so that you can get the bonus video on how to turn those middle market clients into recurring clients. And because I love action takers, if you do want to do the story session system, I'll give it to you for half off if you just do the 1K weekend challenge. And then you can join us in the alumni group where we're going through this in depth as a community during this time. And then I would just really encourage you to get involved in the community as well. Because as we go through this difficult time, if we isolate, we're going to just live in that shame and we're going to struggle to see what's really working and to really take action. And I know I had a day last week where I think it was Friday, I didn't get out of bed till like 1 o'clock. I was thankful we had childcare that day, but we have a live-in nanny, so that's been really great. We haven't lost our childcare. But I was just struggling. Like, Thursday was awesome. I got tons of crap done. Friday, it was just a rough day, and we're all going to go through that. But if we isolate ourselves, we aren't going to take action. We're not going to make progress, and we're going to be more likely to wallow in those dark moments instead of focusing on what could be, bringing hope and feeling hope, and not letting this pandemic take us down, take our businesses down. It doesn't have to destroy us. We just have to get through it. And when we get through it and come out on the other side, we're going to be in the best position we've been in yet as personal brand photographers. I truly believe that following my story session system is by far the best way to do that. If you can't do that, at least follow the path in here and use our free group to ask questions, find accountability, and move your business forward. Don't isolate. That's the biggest thing. So, all right, guys, you're wonderful. I will be back next Monday here on this page with a question of the week. If you want me to answer your question, pop it into our free group at pbpcommunity.com. Also, I have tons of really great videos that I put out this week. Like, I have been on fire. I really want to help you out. And so definitely check out this page and sign up for notifications for when I go live, because there's a lot of really helpful stuff, and I'm committed to helping you get through this. And for those of you who've been missing my podcast, I have 8 episodes. 8 episodes that I am going to be releasing either today or tomorrow. They might not show up on iTunes immediately, but yesterday I did 5 episodes of recording, and they're almost all edited, and I had 3 from before that. And I've had some people leave my team, and so I hadn't gotten them out as quickly as I wanted, and I said, screw it, I'm just going to make it happen myself. Sometimes that's just how it is. And so watch for that, because you're going to be able to binge listen to a lot of wonderful episodes and hear how I'm handling this myself and my journey through this. And if you want to be part of our super secret new channel, you can go to personalbrandjourney.com and join us on Telegram. That's where I'm going to be putting announcements and having discussion all about that. So, all right. Thank you guys. I look forward to seeing you in the free group. And tomorrow at noon in the personal brand photography group, we're going to have our first Bright Side show. Going to be featuring some of you. Becca, if you send me your video, you'll get featured too. I'd love to share your story. That's a not so subtle reminder to go do that, Becca. But lots of you are going to be featured. I want to show you what is actually working and help you have hope through this hard time. So catch me there in our group noon tomorrow. I'll see you there. Have a great day, my friends. Love ya.